Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Let's begin our current review lesson. We're on lesson 83. I encourage you to begin breathing in and out while I read our lesson. So we begin with, today, let us review these ideas. My only function is the one God gave me. I have no function but the one God gave me. This recognition releases me from all conflict because it means I cannot have conflicting goals. With one purpose only, I am always certain what to do, what to say, and what to think. All doubt must disappear as I acknowledge that my only function is the one God gave me. More specific applications of this idea might take these forms. My perception of this does not change my function. This does not give me a function other than the one God gave me. Let me not use this to justify a function God did not give me. And continuing to breathe in and out. My only function is the one God gave me. Breathing in. I am thus released from conflict. I cannot have conflicting goals. Breathing in. I have one purpose only. Breathing out. I am always certain what to do, what to say, and what to think. Breathing in. All doubt disappears as I acknowledge that, breathing out, my only function is the one God gave me. Let's just take a moment to sit in the ease and gratitude of being free from conflict. The ego pulls us in many directions. We must do, have, be in order to be fulfilled, worthy, lovable, respected. And Jesus is telling us today, we only have the function God has given us. We can let go of the conflicting goals. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. Just breathing in and out, noticing resistance. When we let go of the other ways we have of making meaning, it can be disorienting and we can face the resistance of the ego. So just noticing where we feel it's not possible that I can separate this goal from my self-worth. Losing 20 pounds, making more money, achieving this at work. And breathing in. My perception of this does not change my function. We can still have other ambitions. They're just not tied to our lovability, self-worth, and purpose on the planet. They're things we may enjoy, but they are not the core function. Breathing in. This does not give me a function other than the one God gave me. Over the course of the day, many thoughts and situations will arise where if we don't control them, control the outcome, manage and manipulate the situation to our advantage, we may feel disadvantaged. When those situations arise today, we can say, let me not use this to justify a function God did not give me. Breathing in and out. This brings to mind a core conversation I have with many people who are pursuing Christianity and struggling. Or who are taking, like me, taking the teachings of Jesus beyond what churches have brought to bear in the world. And this is the turning of the other cheek. People feel that if I turn the other cheek, everyone's just going to run over me. And the way that we can interpret this is to understand that when we do not manipulate, manage, control, dominate circumstances, people around us, it doesn't necessarily mean we've lost, first of all, but our self-worth and lovability and purpose on the planet is not tied to that. Those core ways of finding personal and collective identity come from our relationship with God. And in A Course in Miracles, Jesus makes clear that our function is forgiveness of self and other. He gets to this a little bit in the New Testament, but the Course in Miracles, that is all it's about. And herein lies the peace of God, that we may face circumstances that we can't turn to our personal preference, advantage, etc. But we don't have to lose our complete peace about it. Accepting that forgiveness is our only function is not a loss. It doesn't mean we have to give up other things that are important to us. It means they are no longer the determiners of our core identity, our self-worth, our feeling of being loved and lovable and able to give love. And let's sit in silence for a few moments to enjoy this lack of conflict and the ease that it brings, that we can still pursue the things we love. Fitness, success, a clean house, a good meal. Without there being idols, without them becoming idols that separate us from our real function, our true function, our greatest purpose. We're going to sit and practice for several more moments. I will guide us through a basic mindfulness meditation as we come back to this core idea and the release and relief that it brings, but also the renewed sense of discipline and responsibility. Breathing in, holding today's idea, and breathing out, releasing the ideas that no longer serve. Are we done with that? No. Rinse and repeat. Breathing in, renewing our commitment to today's lesson. Breathing out, releasing the ideas that no longer serve us. As our minds wander, coming back to today's lesson with a deep breath in and out to refocus, noticing the rise and fall of the torso. And just this wonderful gift of breath and respiration, that whole process that basically connects us to almost every life form on Earth. The wonderful miracle of our Goldilocks planet, where the air is just perfect for us. The wonderful miracle of our gravity, where we feel just right, and it's perfect for our bones and eyes. Just the wonderful miracle of this body guiding us through this meditation now, being an anchor point for us, so that we can focus our hearts and minds on our true function. And reminding ourselves of the purpose of the body. It is to express the light of the world. I am the light of the world. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. Let me not forget my function. My only function is the one God gave me. These teachings bring about a whole new respect and delight for the body. That the Gnosticism of early Christian teachings kind of did away with this need to get rid of the body to purify the mind and soul. So here we're coming back to the body. The body is very valuable and precious. It is our vehicle for expressing the light of the world, for offering forgiveness, for showing and sharing God. And also, the bodies of others are the vehicles we have for receiving the light and love of God. It's a pretty amazing set of concepts that Jesus is walking us through in these review lessons. In giving the light of the world through my body by offering forgiveness to others and myself, I also amplify it within myself. It's a wonderful circle of unity and connection. I become aware of the light in me by giving it to others. And there is the expounded teaching of ask and you will receive. It is in giving that we receive. That's the core energetic exchange behind that teaching. It's revolutionary. It was revolutionary 2,000 years ago, and it still is today in our highly individualistic and material world. Breathing in and out. My only function is the one God gave me. Breathing in. My perception of this does not change my function. Breathing out. Breathing in. This does not give me a function other than the one God gave me. And breathing out. Let me not use this to justify a function God did not give me. Thank you for joining with me today for the first part of Lesson 83, My Only Function is the One God Gave Me. I encourage you to practice this several times through the day, especially as circumstances arise, situations, people where we feel like we must control, dominate, secure the outcome in order to be at ease, happy, respected, peaceful, loved, safe, whatever. I will see you again soon for the second part of Lesson 83, My Happiness and My Function Are One. Thank you for joining me today.